All right, guys. So I just woke up and I wanted to tell you guys something because I feel like you should know. I feel like we should know and we should be prepared and aware that sometimes you're going to find things out about yourself that are not going to be fun to find out, right? Um, I woke up, right? I wake up and good morning, everybody. I just woke up. Okay. And I'm like, okay. So when you find out who you were in a past life, right? It's fucking mind blowing because dreams that I have, I kind of put them together and I keep going with the dreams and I keep going and I keep going and the dreams connect together. They keep connecting with one another. It's like, by the way, guys, um, I'm gonna let you guys know I'll post it before, but I'm gonna do readings today because I want to do. First of all, you look like a whole snack. I just woke up. I look crazy. Okay, so I found out I was in a past life. Okay, oh my god. So it took somebody that's always on my lives here, and that's like a friend of mine that I've told her before. Like I think you were in my past life before. It took her to come in my dream and make me realize something. Like not I'm not saying all of my past lives were like this, but a lot of past lives, a lot of my past lives. Oh my god, guys, I was like, oh my god, I was a drug dealer, bro. I was like a fucking drug dealer, like a big one, like a huge like I'm talking about huge drug dealing. Like it's not even funny because in this lifetime I paid back those karmas. Like so when I'm saying I'm breaking generational curses, I recognize in my dreams that I'm not just breaking generational curses. I'm breaking like lifetimes of generational curses, and I'm talking like I would say about 5 lifetimes. No, like probably like 3 of them. 4. I just heard 4. So like 4 lifetimes of generational curses. I found out every time I was always in like buildings, like I had guns in my hand and I was selling drugs to people and I was like making deals and doing all this fucking like grimy shit and like I was always in some like crazy. One of the dreams I had, I was in a building and I was in the building and somebody shot me, like they shot at me and I was running away. This is not the first dream I have. I've had these dreams throughout the past 6 months. They were like revealing themselves to me little by little, like it was slowly revealing itself to me and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just like my subconscious mind playing tricks on me, but it's not because I don't think about stuff like that, so your subconscious mind plays tricks on you when you think you are this or you think you are that, and then it creates it and you'll see it in your dreams and you'll have all these fucking crazy dreams about it. But I also know that I was also in the ancient Egyptian times somebody too, somebody big. But so each okay, revelations as I talk, and I said, please help me discover while I speak. Okay, so people like Cleopatra, right? She was not the greatest person in the world, honestly. Like like people know her, she's known every day, but people like that, like she took advantage of a lot of people. She killed her brother and sister. There was a lot of that happening. She got Julius Caesar, and no, she got Mark Antony killed, right? Julius Caesar died while he was with her. I forget how the story is, but Mark Anthony and her fell in love, and then they had to kill themselves, right? She killed him. She killed herself, right? That's how it worked. Yeah. So basically, yes, I was always somebody like great, like big, like everybody knew me, but it wasn't always for the greatest reasons. Yes, I am right. I know because I watched Cleopatra's story 1,000 times for no reason. I'm like, why am I so like connected to this story? Like, so the point is, you might find out that your past lives weren't the greatest. You might find out that you weren't the most incredible person in the world. you might find out that you did a lot of fucked up shit to a lot of people. And if you paid a lot of karma back in this lifetime, you might figure out why that is. But don't hate yourself for it and don't punish yourself for it. Just learn like that you went through this and this is what shapes you right now and this is who you were and this is who you are and that's it. Like infamous, but like yeah, like that's the word, right, Christy? Infamous. That's when you're famous for something that's not good, right? And then in this lifetime, I think about it because I always like, I remember there was times when I like I would fucking I would do like drug deals and shit like that. Like it was nothing. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I try to sell like 4 pounds of weed one time. Like, and the kid didn't have like, he didn't have the right money. And I remember going into the truck and looking in the truck and this is my first time. And I remember doing it like a pro. I sat in the back seat and then he was like, you have the weed. And I was like, I need to see the money first. Like, and I'm not telling you this to show up. I'm telling you this is like how I know it all correlates with each other, right? And I'm in the car and the dudes are in the front seat and I sit in the back seat. I'm by myself, like a girl in a car with guys who are buying big amounts of drugs. Like that's not normal, you know what I'm saying? And like that's not normal for somebody who's never done it before. So just jump right in, like, you know, like jump right in and sell drugs, right? So he was like, you have 4 pounds? And like, I was like, I can get it right now. And he was like, you can't get 4 pounds. I was like, I can right now. So I called the kid up and I'm telling you this because I know this is the story that makes me think about it. And I sat in the back seat and I remember these 2 guys being on the front and I literally was like, he was like, you have the 4 pounds? I was like, yeah, but I was the guy that had the 4 pounds. He's like, don't tell them I'm outside. He's like, I'm going to be walking around the block when they're ready and you see that they have the money, let me know and I'll bring it to the car. So I'm like, all right. And I tell them I got it or whatever. And they're like, you ain't got it. I was like, I have the shit. Let me see the money. And then they start showing me the money. But the dude was acting mad nervous in the front seat. This is how I know that I was doing like that was a big drug dealer in my past lives. Because first of all, in my dreams, I see myself all the time with a gun and I'm walking in a building. I'm telling everybody what to do. And then I sit down and people are meeting me places. It's fucking wild. Like I'm watching myself relive that life, right? And the guys in the front seat, they were like, yeah, we got the money right here. And they were acting nervous. And I told the driver, I said to him, I was like, yo, exactly. However, our past doesn't shape who we want to become. And I'm like, yo, whatever. And he's like, he goes to show me the money. And I'm like, show me all the money. Like, you're only showing me the outside of the money. And like, I knew he had dollar bills in there. I knew it without even knowing it. I don't know how I knew. So he's like, yo, I have the money right here. What the fuck? Where's the weed? I'm like, nah, if you don't show me all the money, I'm not giving you the weed. And then I grabbed one of the dollars things. And he was like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like, he turned around. I was like, chill. I'm just looking, relax. I'm not going to take your money. And I opened the middle and he had dollar bills in between like 20s and shit. So, and then somebody told me, oh, would you see that in the movies? I'm like, no, I had a feeling that he was lying. Good morning, Lori. I had a feeling that he was lying. And then I was like, forget it. I was like, you guys don't have the fucking money. Cause it was supposed to be like something like $16,000 or something. And I guess they had like probably like 10,000 and wanted to get away with like 6. So I get out of the car and I told the other kid, I was like, nah, I looked in he's like, how did you know to do that? To look in between the money? I was like, I don't know, something told me to. And I get out and he was like, yo, you done this before? I was like, no. He was like, what the fuck? Like the kid who had the bud, right? I was like, no. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It felt natural to me. I was like, it really felt natural to me. And I was like, man. And then today I wake up and I have this dream. And Christy from here, from Instagram, I swear, from here, Christy, she was in my dream. And we were driving around. And it was really dark, and we were in some, like, dark-ass, like, shady-looking place. The place was shady as fuck looking, right? And I had, like, these businesses, but they were closed. Like, the lights were off and stuff like that. And we were driving, she was like, yo, I need you to give me a reading. Like, I'm fucking, I don't know, I'm stressed the fuck out right now. And I was like, yo, I was like, I can't right now. It was like we drove around my office or whatever. I was like, I can't. All the places are closed. I'm not opening them up. It's going to look shady. It was like me and her were kind of like she knew like this is late night, like we could do like it wasn't about the reading though. It was about more like about I guess like the message, you know what I'm saying? I need you to give me a reading. I'm stressed the fuck out right now. but it was more like something else. And I was like, no, I can't do the reading here. My offices are closed. We're going to go to my house. And then like we saw a big sign in the sky. The sign was like huge. It was huge. I don't know what the fuck the sign was. It looked like it was coming from a spaceship. It was just like a, I don't know. It was just weird. And it said something about now you know, or something like now you know the truth or something. Good, Mira. Happy birthday. We love you. Happy birthday. I know I passed, but happy birthday. And I'll say it again and again and again. And thank you, Kyron. It is. And so I woke up today like, I'm not just breaking generational curses, I'm breaking lifetimes of generational curses. Like, this has been a theme in my family. Like, my father was a gangster, you know, my brother was kind of something, you know, all of my family, everybody, like, from the family, all the guys, they always sold drugs and shit. Not now, they don't. Not now. Not anymore. They're all, like, legit people now, but everybody is pretty much bad in my family, like they were, you know, my father's side and my mother's side too, both sides, right? So happy birthday, Lolly. 26th birthday. Yay, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. You belong in the zoo with the monkeys and the donkeys. Happy birthday to you. But damn, bro, I'm breaking generational curses. I'm breaking lifetimes of generational curses. And that's how I got to view it. Instead of waking up saying, oh, man, I just found out I was a drug dealer. Or a gangster, which is why one time when I was bounty hunting, I was doing bounty hunting. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is, like, we carry that DNA, right? That energy, right? Which is why I became a bounty hunter. And then I remember going and buying a gun from somebody on the streets. Like, this is real shit I did. I'm not trying to show off or anything. But, like, out of nowhere, I'm just going to go to the fucking, I was a bounty hunter, right? And I was like, yo, I need a gun. And I found somebody to sell me a gun. And I remember stopping in the parking lot. And, like, I don't have it no more. Like, this is a long time ago. I was living by myself in an apartment. I wanted to have protection. Somebody would get a taser gun. No, Flo, she went straight for the gun. Like, I was like, find me somebody with a gun. And I remember sitting outside in the parking lot, and the kid was in the front seat, and the guy that was my friend was on the right side, and he passed away, actually, that guy too. And he was kind of crazy himself, and he was a Virgo. And I was in the back seat, and he was like, which one do you want? And he's like showing me guns, and I'm like, I want that one. Like, and I took it, and then I had the bullets, and I remember every night I was sleeping with a gun under my pillow, like a fucking drug dealer. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hi, he's here right now. He's pinching me in the ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so crazy shit. That's like, who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody's paranoid like that for no reason. Obviously, I'm carrying past life shit like that, like where I was a drug dealer and people were coming after me, and I thought that the same thing was gonna happen in this lifetime, and I know it's not now. You know what I'm saying? And it's really crazy. It is really crazy, but it's like you can't sit around and be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Christy, Albanians do that, but not Albanian girls. I'm sorry, but I know Albanian girls are gangster, but like to go, my sister's a gangster, and she wouldn't own, my sister's, she definitely was a fucking murderer in her past life. Like, she's a fucking crazy Gemini too. But, yeah, I carry drugs, but no gun. But gun, no way. She said I carry drugs, but no gun. I love you. No, seriously. Like, I just remember it. And I remember why did I become a bounty hunter? Like, that's some, like, first of all, bounty hunters are, like, illegal cops. You know that, right? They're illegal cops. Like, we used to do some fucked up shit to catch people. Like, we used to do the grimiest shit. And I was like, yo, why am I so comfortable here? This is not right. Like, I remember going to Arizona, and the girl was like, I was getting my hair done. I was hosting a club out there, and she was like, Flo, like, she was like, Flo, I got something to tell you. Come in the back, all right? Come in the back, eh? Like, she was Mexican. And I was like, all right. She was like, listen, I got a proposition for you. You know, you on TV and nobody gonna suspect a thing. I got garbage bags of marijuana. I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna drive it to New York, and I'm gonna give you $50,000. I was like, what? Wait. I'm sorry. You're gonna what? What like like you're gonna what? She's like, did you fly here? I was like, yeah. She's like, we gonna rent you a truck, right? Like a van, like a family van. And you're gonna get in it and you're gonna drive to New York. Nobody's gonna bother you. You're gonna be fine. Mommy, I got you, okay? Listen, this hair salon, it's like a hair salon, but you know it's not like a hair salon. Like she's like like, and I always ran into people like that for no reason. I'd be just like getting my hair done somewhere and be like, yo, you wanna make some money? I'm like, sure, why not? Like I remember robbing the guy who, and I'm not being funny, I'm just telling you this is like how I know I had to have been a drug dealer in my past lives. I remember robbing the guy for a pound of weed and then selling it back to the guy he bought it from. Wait, let that sink in real quick. I robbed the guy for the pound of weed and then sold it back to the guy he bought it from. And they called me and they're like, Flo, when I drove away with the money, with the 2,500, he was like, Flo, did you rob this dude? I was like, yeah. It was like, and then you sold it back to me, the person who sold it to him? I was like, yeah. He's like, Flo, you're fucking dead wrong for that. But you know what? I'm going to let you get away with that. Because you even had the balls to do that. I can't even. I'm not going to hold you. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I was like, the motherfucker was fucked up. Like, he was sitting there acting like a dig. He's trying to touch my friend's pussy and shit. She was telling him no, and he was trying to touch this girl that was with her. He was trying to touch her coochie the whole time, and I'm like, yo, stop trying to touch her. Like, it was like a problem. Like, I wanted to fight him type shit. And I go to her, I was like, nah. She was like, we're leaving now. And I was like, no. Shh, we're gonna stay for a little bit. Shut the fuck up. He's gonna fall asleep, you know? Motherfucker fell asleep. I went right in his bag and I was like, took all that shit. I was like, I don't know what else he had in there. Like, I'm not even gonna go there because I don't want to tell exact the story because they might be watching, right? And I pulled it out and I remember taking it. I was like, let's go. And she was like, what the fuck? I was like, run, bitch. I was like, you need to run right now. And we were running down the street, running. I'm trying to call a cab. I'm like, cab. And like, finally the cab pulls over, right? We get in the cab and I'm like, listen, man, I don't got no money on me right now. But I was like, look, I got all this weed on me. I was like, I'm going to give you some weed. And he was like, okay. And then he was like, give me. And he put his hand in the thing and took some out. I was like, well, no, that's too much. And I'm like pulling some weed back and putting it back in. I'm like, I'm going to give you some cash. Just don't leave us. All right. We're going to do a quick little thing. He was like, all right, I got you, ma. I got you. You know, Dominicans and shit. They don't give a fuck. He sat in the car. I ran upstairs. Got the money. I made the phone call first. I'm like, yo, I got this. Okay. Like, it's 2,500. He was like, no, I'm gonna give you 2,000. I was like, no, 24. He's like, nah, Flo, nah, 21. I was like, 22, and then I got 2,200 at leave, right? And like, that's how I know I was a piece of shit in my past lives. That's how I know. And you know what? I'm gonna laugh about it now, because if I cry about it, like, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm breaking these generational curses. Like, what else do you want me to do? I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I gonna... Yeah, I know, Mira. It's crazy. It's just crazy. But I wasn't just a gangster in this form. There was other past lives that were revealed to me. Like, I had a dream that I was wearing Cleopatra wig, and I was, like, walking around with the Cleopatra wig and shit like that. Coming from my hand, I was going to bed and I turned all the lights off, so it freaked me out. Wow, Mira, no, I'm telling you, you don't need to be freaked out. You need to embrace that shit, because I told you from the get, there's something special about you that's like crazy to me. When I look at your eyes, I'm like, yo, who is she connected to? What the fuck? Like, you got some strong family ties going on with your bloodline there. Flo is definitely a funny gang member. The funny one, right? I was, one thing I do know about me though, Even if I was a drug dealer or like a king cartel, whatever the fuck it was, I was always nice. Like I gave a lot. I gave a lot to people. Like I took care of the community, you know, like Pablo Escobar, like that type of shit. Like I took care of everybody. But you know, maybe I wasn't on that level, but I know that it wasn't good, right? So like I said, the whole point was it like really on a serious note was to show you like you were who you were, but that doesn't define who you are today. You can change the cycle. You can change it. You don't have to repeat things and keep doing them over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You can become whoever you want to become. Like you don't have to let that define who you are. And because it's revealing itself to you, I love you too, Mixed Black. Because it's revealing itself to you and showing you things about yourself doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that that's who you were. Like you lived those lives, and I've learned my lessons. I paid my karma back, which is why in this lifetime, if I let's just say think about this. If anybody agrees with me, and tell me if your intuition serves me, if my intuition serves me right. If I was those things, a drug dealer or a gangster, whatever it was, and in this lifetime I struggled with like addiction, right? And then I went through like all these like painful times and things not going right for me a lot, but they did go right for me, but they didn't. Like it was like good and bad. Like think about it, infamous again, right? And you know what I'm saying? Like fucking you know, like I guess I paid it back, this karma in this lifetime. I look old, bitch. I'm 38. I am old. Fuck. I have gray hairs because I'm old. See, my past life self would have shot that motherfucker in the neck. I'm just kidding. Yo, my past life self would have fucking straight right now smacked the shit out you, son. But this me, the healed me, this version of me, and you look like Curious George. But this me is loving, and I'm gonna let you slide on that, cause you're a bitch, cause you're a whole bitch. Okay. But my past life, me, would have fucked your ass up if I saw you on the streets. Just kidding. You would have got fucking straight murked real quick. What the fuck you call me? You call me old? Like yo, anything somebody would have said to me like. You ugly. Ugly? Okay. Yo, go shoot that motherfucker. Okay. No. Just shoot him. He's useless. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of him. He called me old. Get rid of him. He's done. Finito. Finish. You're fucking finished. You're fucking finished. No, I'm just kidding. Bitch, 38 is the new 21. I feel 20. I can guarantee you there's 25-year-olds that don't feel like I feel energetically. Yeah, for real. Yo, Flo, I missed it. Who are you in a past life? A gangster, thug, drug dealer. It has to be true because I keep having these dreams for a reason. I think they're revealing to me. Because I'm like, I asked the question, who was I in a past life? What was my most important role? I guess that was the most important role only because I changed who I was, right? And 33 mirror, are you serious? 33. Like, you know, I changed who I was in the past life. Like I've changed, I've become the person I should become, and I broke generational curses and past life curses, like, or not curses, generational you know, in the back of my head, cause you're a bitch. Stop. Hit you with the back of my head, cause you're a bitch. Stop. 33 in the Angel Squad. That's so crazy. But anyway, the point is, like, you shouldn't, like, you can't hate yourself for it. And, like, I was telling Christy that maybe it had something to do with you, too. Like, maybe you were a part of it. That's why you wanted to, like, you know, save the world in this one. Because she did. She wanted to do something, I'm not going to say what on live, but she wanted to do something that would change the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, in her own way. And so, hi, Princess. Before 50, you still young. Oh, no. Even after 50. My aunt is 54, and she looks like she's fucking 35, so I don't even want to hear it. Like, our family, we age very well. My mom, she doesn't give a fuck because she's a Pisces, so she don't care about how she looks and shit. But, yeah, that's exactly what it was, Ayo. Here's the thing. I smoke that very rare right now because I don't even like it now that I can taste again. But here's the weird thing. Yesterday I recognize I'm trying to change my diets and the way I eat and everything unhealthy that's for me. Yeah, well see that's the thing. Here how did I do it? How did I do it? I'm sorry. Soldier. Soldier for beauty. I like that. Light workers, that's what we do. Right, Zen, I know. How did I do it? How did I change the cycle? How did I break the cycle? Well, first of all, I had to first of all go through a lot of struggles and pain a lot of things in this lifetime. Um and I strongly believe that I didn't just go through it for myself, it also was for my family too, so that I could just like break them out of it too. So as a light worker who I think what it was, this is what I think it was, right? Of course, Miguel, it is. I think this is what it was. I think that I lived, so what I think was that I had ancient Egyptian lifetimes where I was like probably like a leader of some kind or in politics or somebody who was like in the front lines. I always feel like I was Cleopatra. I'm Macedonian. She was Macedonia. Like it's just I'm Albanian, but Macedonia. Dibra is where I'm from. Dibra is Macedonia. And this is how I feel. So I'm usually never wrong about things, and I'm very sensitive to energy and very aware and very intuitive. How did I change my life? I'll tell you. So this is what I think. So I think in those past lifetimes, I lived lives like that were always like bossy and in control and doing this and doing that, right? And then like it through the lifetimes when I came back, I was like, fuck this. Like I'm gonna do this. Like I did things illegally, whatever, however I could have done it. Like I did things, great things, but with illegal, the necessary evils. Like I did all the good things, but like with a lot of bad things on the side, right? So I did like all that, and then I did all that, and I did all that, and I kept doing all that, and then finally in this lifetime, again, a lot of my lifetimes I was famous, because I had dreams I was on stage a lot of times, and there was a lot of people screaming for me, and then I had dreams that I was walking through a thing and people were like kind of bowing to me. They were kind of like doing this when I was walking by, or like respecting me or something like that. And then I had like visions of me being like in a place where there was like I was wearing a crown and people were walking by, and all of these kinds of dreams, right? Where I was like always doing something. I was definitely somebody who was doing something every time. And in this lifetime, if you think about it, I'm not famous, but like I'm famous. Like in some people's eyes, they're like when they see me, they act like I'm fucking Michael Jackson. Some people are like, "What's up, Flo?" Some people are like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I'm not making fun of that. I'm saying that's what happens. So it's like all that, right? That happened, and then in this lifetime, I did all that. I went through all that, and then but I went through a lot of the struggles. Like when I was a kid, went through some things, saw some things, been there, done that, and the drugs and the people and the losing money and gaining money and getting used and getting abused and this and that. A lot of like abuse, and I'm not saying through family and none of that, but just like situations that I was in, all just crazy shit. Like being with, I want to stop taking painkillers. I'm addicted to that. Flo, can you help me with some healing? Yes, Mira, first, I don't know how it works over there, but I'll talk to you privately about it, because I went through that same thing, and that's not easy, okay? And nobody can make fun of nobody who does that, because nobody chooses to be addicted to painkillers. Them shits, you take them, and just listen to me, don't take them, because you take them and then like you don't take it one day and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh my god, my stomach, my ass, my head, my farts, my this, my that, everything hurts. And then you take it because you got to keep going, right? Thank you, Marcus. But I'm not thank you, I mean, yeah, but the point is, so all of that Mira, first you want to stop taking it. So that's the good first step, is knowing that you have a problem and knowing you want to stop taking it. That is the first fucking thing, right? You're a legend forever. I like that. Needed those experiences for growth and perspective to be able to help people heal and really know their struggle. Exactly. So I went through all of these things in this lifetime, and I discovered who I truly was. because I feel like I knew who I was in the beginnings of the lifetimes, and then I kind of lost it through the times I came. Like every lifetime I lost it more and more. I kind of like got away from it. Like, leave me alone. I don't care. I'm just gonna do what I need to do here. I'm mad at the world, so I'm gonna become a drug dealer. I'm gonna fucking shoot people, like all that stuff, right? The OA, I will watch it. It sounds good. If you're telling me, I'll watch it. And then this lifetime, I finally discovered who I was by getting into my spiritual self, by connecting, by keeping the faith, by having hope, by believing in myself, by understanding that the struggles were not a bad thing. I was learning from them, by understanding that all of the things that happened for me, not to me, was to help advance me in this lifetime, because each lifetime you advance yourself, right? If you come back each lifetime, you advance yourself in many ways, right? And in this one, I finally sat down and remember who the fuck I was, which is, I got back to the spiritual self, right? I'm sure in those lifetimes I completely ignored it. I was like, no, I don't give a fuck. But I used my intuition for the bad things, right? To know if somebody was coming at me, if, I don't know, the next boss was going to make more money than me or something like that, right? Like all of these things that I experience in this lifetime, they did connect me to my past lifetimes a lot, with my family and everything. Just looking at the cycle, even with my father and everything, like with relationships and the way I handle things, and the way I'm so like cold sometimes. I could be like real cold sometimes, where I'm like, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, like if somebody fuck one of my family members, I could easily kill them and laugh about it. Like, you know, that's not normal shit. Like other people can't even do that, right? But this lifetime I discovered who I truly was by connecting to my spiritual self. And Philly, look at all the lives I'm changing, and it's not even intentional. It's actually just happening. I feel like I'm on a fork in the road. Either direction is equal in pros and cons, but one is more risky than the other. I lived in VA for 10 years, but thinking of moving to Cali to go to school. Do what your heart tells you to do. I started losing my business for that shit because my mood started becoming so bad. Even I don't care anymore. I lose so much. Yeah, because Mira, that's what happens. When I was doing shit, I lost everything. You understand? Like, you can't, when it comes to drugs, like you guys, that's why I tell you, don't judge nobody, because when we're in that shit, like when I was taking pills and shit like that, and I hate like talking about this, but I kind of don't, because I know it's going to help somebody out there. When I was taking pills and shit like that, and like, yeah, I did heroin too, by the way, just so you know, because after the pills get expensive, you're like, fuck this, $30 a pill, I could just spend $10 on a bag. But I wasn't like, I never shot up or none of, I just sniffed like a bag or two a day. But still, that's bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just sniffed like a bag or two a day, that's not okay. Right? But what I'm saying is, like, I never went to that limit where I was like sniffing heroin all day. I just, you know, I took pills. I would have to take like 330s a day. Those 330s are costing $30 a day, right? That's $30, $60, $90 a day, right? So I would take it like that. I would take it like that, and then I have to talk about this so she understands. And then it went from the pills to like, oh, you know what? If I just get a bag of heroin, one bag of heroin, which is as strong as those 3 pills, I could break it in 3 and do that. And it started like that. And I would take 1 bag, and then it turned into 2, and then 3. And then when I started to get to like 4, I was like, all right, I'm getting out of control now. And I remember saying, like, I'm done with this. I can't do this shit. I'm doing fucking heroin. Like, this is crazy. And that's where it leads to. Anybody who takes pills like Percocet and all that, it's the same thing. Like, Percocet and heroin are the same exact thing. They come from the same opioid family, right? So you're going to lead yourself to heroin eventually, right? Because the pills don't do it for you. So Mira, I would stop before it leads to the heroin. And so, like, if you can't stop naturally, there are different ways. I can send you Kratom from America. I don't know if you guys have Kratom over there, Kratom. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have Kratom in America. But yeah, that's when I tried to kill myself. I thought I was crazy, bipolar, this was happening. But also, just so you know, that led to my spiritual awakening. Going through those drugs, yeah, 30s are straight for 30 for one now. In Staten Island, they're $40, by the way. And that's where I lived. So, you know, I was paying $40 a pill when I didn't have nothing. I was like, fuck it, I'll pay for it. But like Suboxone helped me get through it for like 5 days. I took Suboxone like piece by piece to help me just wean off the hard part, the withdrawal. So Mira, I don't know if they have like drugs like that in where you're from in Morocco, but These are kratom, stuff like that are natural ways to get that shit out of your system. But I'll tell you that stop before it turns into heroin, because everybody goes to heroin when I don't even care who says they didn't, they all do. And then some people end up shooting up and living on the streets right away. So like I wasn't trying to see that. Go see a doctor and have them prescribe you like Suboxone, or you could even take kratom. Kratom is a natural way to get off Percocet and shit like that, because Percocet is an opioid, right? It's an opioid, right? So it connects to your opioid receptors, your dopamine, right? And so once it connects there and you don't get that sensation in your brain no more, your body's like, it drains out, it fucks up, right? So you need to, get some help. Like that's not gonna be by yourself. You can't do that on your own. I mean, I tried, but it's not easy. You have to get help. Hood hippie, only on the East Coast do they have tax on drugs now. Kratom does what? So Kratom is a natural plant derivative, and it comes from Northeast Asia, I think. I'm not sure, but they take it, right? So people that are working over there a lot, they work constantly, they take kratom, and it helps them with like body pain and aches, and it's like a coffee derivative. It is actually a coffee derivative. And so what they do is they chew the plant. It's like almost like a coca leaf, but it's not at all. It does not make you feel like you're on cocaine or none of that. It's like a coca leaf. And yeah, it's a Suboxone too, and it's affordable for 3 months. She's in Morocco though, so I don't know how it works over there. But like they chew on the coca leaves when they're like planting coca leaves to make coke. But like this is kratom, and it's a coffee derivative. It comes from the coffee plant, and so it helps you with the withdrawals. A lot of people are using kratom, a natural way to get off of opiates. So I could definitely send you some. I don't mind sending you some. I will send it to Morocco. I don't give a fuck. Just so you can take it, small doses every day. And people who are actually clean and sober for years, people who are actually clean and sober for years, it's a natural way, and the government makes it illegal because they don't want people to know about it. Here's the thing: if you take a certain amount of kratom, it makes you feel like you're on pills, right? But that's why you have to only take a little bit of it, because they make different strands of it. They have the extract, which is very powerful and very strong. I would suggest stay away from that. But like hold on, let me just tell you, because people need to know this. Okay, so the kratom plant is a Mitraenga speciosa, is a tropical evergreen tree in the coffee family native to Southeast Asia. It is indigenous to Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Papua New Guinea, where it has been used in herbal medicine since at least the 19th century. Kratom has opioid properties and some stimulant-like effects. So what it's saying is that if you're getting off the opioids, this will help you feel like it's almost like methadone and Suboxone without being methadone and Suboxone, but it's all natural, right? They have all different types. There's all different types. There's the strong ones. There's the lighter ones, but the effects are like you can see it's a plant. It's literally a plant, and it gets put into like capsules like that. See how it is? Look, see, it's a powder like that, and it's a plant, and it gets put into capsules, and you could take like 4 of these a day to help you wean off of prescription medication. I've actually helped a lot of people with that by telling them to take it, and they have, and it's helped them like get rid of that feeling of wanting to hold on, because I have no pants. I have no pants on. I never have pants on. But you have to you have to want to get clean in order to get clean, because I remember when I was getting high in all types of ways. Until I wanted to stop getting high, I couldn't stop, basically. Like, I couldn't stop because I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to. I wasn't ready to stop. So you have to be fully ready to stop doing drugs, to stop wanting to do drugs, to stop wanting to do them. You know, like, some people just, they haven't hit their rock bottom yet. And some people actually hit their rock bottom and they still keep going. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Gabapentin will help you keep her off. It leaves you with the high. Yeah, but you see, people who are getting off drugs, they should stay away from drugs that make them feel high again, right? That's what I stay away from things like that. I just don't. I mean, I've never. Listen, I'm the type of person, when I say I want to stop doing drugs or I want to stop doing something, I just don't do it no more. Yesterday, my sister-in-law made a margarita. I drank one. I felt like drunk for like 1 second. And I was like, ugh. I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like, I don't like it no more. You know what I'm saying? But when I used to do it, I used to do everything. I used to, like, I was one of those drug dealers. Here we go. I was one of those drug takers that, and I never really talk about this, but I guess some people will need to hear about this. I was one of those drug users that was like a weekend warrior is what they call us, right? So whenever I would go to NA meetings, they would call me a weekend warrior, because I would tell them this is literally how I did drugs. Like, I would stay home for 6-7 days, be a good mom, take care of the house, pay the bills, and then for like 4 days I would go out and just I know, Mira, that's why you have to slowly get off of them. If you could do it where somebody around you can hold your pills, and even if you want to get off and you have no way else to get off the pills, right? If somebody around you could help you, right? Like, can you please help me? I need you to hold these, and every day give me, like, you start off the first day 2 of them, right? I don't know what milligram you're on, but girl, I could tell you all of that because I know about it all. So if you're on more than 30 milligrams a day, I would start with one day 30 milligrams, and the second day 15 milligrams, the third day 15 milligrams, then break it down half, okay? You want to do like 10 milligrams, and then like 5 milligrams, and then 5 milligrams, and then slowly, completely off of it, okay? No, Mira, yeah, I'm sure. So you gotta have somebody hold your pills and give you small amounts of doses. You could break it in pieces and take it, just so your body does not fucking hurt, because it's gonna take like 7 days to 10. I'm lying. Who the fuck am I kidding? It's gonna take like 10 to 15 days for you to get the feeling completely out of you. Mira, can you just say, I know, Mira, can you just say, because you already told everybody what it is, because I really want to, like, I think through talking to you through this, if people watch it, it'll help them too. How many milligrams are you on right now? Yeah, I know. Yes, no, like, today I'm good. Like, I don't worry about none of that stuff. Even if I go out and somebody even offered me a Percocet or anything, I would look at them with, like, they had 5 heads. I'm like, I'm good. I went to the doctors and I had my shoulder, like, it came out of place. I wouldn't even take the pills. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, you have to tell doctors that you're an addict because they'll give you pills. I did that to get off Xanax. You see, everybody struggles. That's what I'm saying. We all do, man. Everybody does. Like, everybody does. I was taking Adderall, all that, and that was prescribed to me. Okay, just because it's prescribed to you doesn't mean it's okay. Mira, how many milligrams are you on? Can I ask you, because I can help you, because I've been on. I took every Percocet there was. I could tell you the colors, the shapes, the sizes, what it says on the bag, how it's engraved. Bitch, I was an expert for like 3 years. I was on that shit. So I was like, I knew all about it. Okay? You couldn't get nothing past me. You know what I mean? But it takes 2 months. And Xanax is worse. 600 milligrams? What? 30, 60, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 170, 180, 190. You're taking 20 pills a day. Of what? 600 milligrams of pregabalin. Pregabalin. Hold on. Pregabalin? What is this pregabalin? I never heard of it. Oh no, you're not on Percocet. You're on a nerve pain medication, and this is Lyrica. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Lyrica. Lyrica. You're on Lyrica. Okay, that you definitely have to wean off that because that affects your nervous system. So that's Lyrica. That's pregabalin. That's when you're. It's like gabapentin. German. It's just like gabapentin. So you have to slowly wean off of that. That is, yeah, no, that's Lyrica. It's not Percocet. She couldn't. If she was on 600 milligrams of Percocet a day, it'd be a terrible thing. So that's a harder thing to be addicted to. I'm gonna tell you, I never liked the feeling of like nerve pain medication like gabapentin and stuff. It made me sick. So it is Frizzy, my love. Frizzy haired psycho, I love you. But if you can slowly every day take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, you have to do it on your own, man. Start cutting back now, though. Start doing it today. Today, say, okay, because if you, and Mara, don't forget, we work with our minds, right? Remember, when I was getting off of like heroin, for real, like when I was sniffing heroin, it wasn't an everyday thing for me, so it was easier for me. I'm not gonna lie and say that it was as hard for me as somebody who does heroin every day, because I wasn't doing it every day. I was sniffing maybe a bag or two a day, maybe, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes a bag would last me all day long, right? And here's the thing, but when I started telling myself like, I'm gonna be fine, it's gonna be okay, hi Kazils, I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna be fine, I started like taking it down slowly. It became easier because I was telling myself it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, I was doing it like I would take, I mean, mind you, don't mind me. I mean, in between all that, I was also on Adderall and I was on Klonopin. So I had to wean myself over everything. First of all, the Adderall, I got rid of it completely. I was like to the doctor, don't give me that shit. He was like, why? He was like, you need it. I was like, listen, doc, if I have a fucking thing of Adderall, this shit's gone in 2 days. It's not taking me like fucking, thank you. I'm about to go get my nails done in a little bit. And get waxed and get my hair done. I'm doing all that today because selfie care today. Selfie care day. Start walking, keeping busy. Yes, things like that. Yeah, I listen, I got off everything on my own. No doctors, none of that helped me. I had to do it myself because damn, you was wildin'. Damn, you was wildin'. I was wildin'. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you, bitch. Like I told you. And not only did I live life like a gangster, when I did drugs like a gangster. Like I could sniff you under the table anytime. If you had coke right now, the whole party could be sniffing as much coke as me. They'll be asleep by 4 a.m. I'm up 3 days later, still sniffing coke. Like I go all the way. I take it, push it to the limit. Like I push it to the limit. Mira, don't listen to people. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't listen to people. Wean yourself off slowly every day. Less and less and less and less and less, okay? Thank you, Frizzy. Of course I replied. I always reply to people. I love everybody, man. And I talk about things that, are not so easy for somebody to talk to, but you gotta fucking... Sometimes when I talk about things, I don't realize that there's somebody listening and they needed to hear it, right? And so, as this live is connected to her, somebody else might watch it and be like, oh, my brother's going through this, or I'm going through this. Everybody knows somebody who's going through some kind of addiction in something, you know what I mean? But yeah, VK, you don't even know. I'm telling you, I was crazy. I used to rent hotel rooms, right? And I paid for everything because I had the money, right? Everybody else was fucking broke. And I would get like a lot of drugs, a lot of different drugs, Molly, coke, weed, ecstasy, fucking everything. The only thing I really didn't fuck with was crack. I was like, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks, like you gotta smoke it like you just look funny doing that shit. Like even coke, I used to sniff coke. I used to be like, don't look at me. Just stop looking at me. They'd be like, yo, just take the line. I'll be like, stop fucking looking at me. And I would like sniff coke like this. Like on the, like, don't look at me. and I would do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I was crazy. Like, I would rent a room and be up for 4 or 5 days just high on everything. I don't know how I survived most of it. I mean, I did die of an overdose one time, that one time in band camp, but it's not funny, but it's true. I did. And thank God there was 2 people there and they saved my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to say, Amira, weed helps with a lot of those symptoms. It does. But, just don't make weed your next habit is what I'm going to say. Because if you're doing one drug, and that's why I don't smoke weed now, I don't drink alcohol, I don't do none of it because I'm an addict. And addicts are, we can't, one drink, bad for me. One puff, bad for me. One kiss, bad for me. No, thank you is what I should have said. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's that song, it comes on before I go out. I'm like, oh, thanks, spirit guides. They're telling me, like, don't take a sip. Don't, because if I drink with somebody right now, when I drink, drink some Hennessy, I swear to God, 99% of the time is going to lead to cocaine. 99% of the time. And I won't even feel bad about it. I'll be like, nah, you got to give me some coke. No. And I won't stop until I get that shit. And I find it. It doesn't matter where I am. I don't give a fuck if I'm in the fucking woods. I'm gonna find me a hyena. I'm like, I know you got that white girl, nigga. I'll go get that shit right now. The hyena will be traveling to find me that cocaine. Trust me when I tell you, I'll fucking get a fucking zebra to get that shit. Bitch makes it happen, right? The fuck? Like, be in Africa, a whole elephant be coming back with my coke. Don't play with me. Like, that's the type of person I am. So that's why I don't do none of it, ever. Ever. Of course we're going to pray for you, Mira, but you have to put the steps in. Little by little, slowly, off, because that nerve shit, that makes your body feel so strange. And you know what? Your angels right now are speaking through you when you said you've seen a light in your hand, and this is happening, that's happening. One girl, bad for me. One guy, bad for me. No, thank you, is what I should have said. Because I'm weak, but what's wrong with that? Listen to that song. It's a good song. But it's like your angels right now. This is what happened with me. I'm going to tell you, that brown liquor does hit different. Mira, I'm going to tell you, Mira and everybody else, I'm going to tell you, this is what's crazy. As much as, like I wish I would have never done drugs, I'm glad I did because they led me to my spiritual awakening. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everything is a gateway for someone with an addiction, exactly. But as much as I'm mad that I did drugs, but also it led me to my spiritual awakening, right? So it taught me, like, I was able to know that I can hear voices and I can see things, and it woke me up basically. So now, because of drugs, I'm gonna say most of it, because of it, I'm here. Like, I'm here where I am today, right? Not just because of drugs, it's because of my experiences, my life, but it woke me up to this point right now. I love hyenas. Yo, hyenas are evil, bro. Fucked up. They are fucked up. They're grimy as fucking hell. Yeah, John, exactly. Write a blueprint down. Write something down and tell yourself, like I did. When I finally, remember when I told you guys I went through that spiritual awakening for 4 days in my room? People could be like, oh, you were on drugs. It's not the same. Yeah, it is. Actually, the drugs helped me realize that. I had seen all this crazy stuff. I saw scary things. I heard voices for 4 days. I was tripping. I thought I was going to throw myself out a window. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't. You know what I'm saying? It is a full moon tonight, Zen, and funny because I'm talking about all this and I'm releasing all of it, and you're releasing we're all releasing stuff today. And so I guess this is like that last bit of my, but it can help somebody, and that's all I care about. As long as somebody goes, oh, well, she shared her story and she wasn't embarrassed or afraid to say it or ashamed, okay? Yeah, Frizzy, it's like, it's not easy to, listen, nobody gets on lives and on things and talks about how they did heroin. Like that, it just doesn't happen. They're like, oh, I was an alcoholic. Everybody's always saying, I was an alcoholic, bitch. No, the fuck you weren't. You did everything else too. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? When celebrities are like, it was an alcohol problem I went to rehab for, I'm like, this bitch, she was popping some Xannies, some perks, something. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it. Nobody wants to talk about it though, right? But I gotta talk about it because that's just, if I went through it for no reason, what's the fucking point, right? But that all led me to where I am today, Mira. And the same thing's gonna happen with you. It's gonna lead you to where you too, Philly. Have a beautiful Sunday. Mira, it's going to lead you to where you need to be. So this is your opportunity. Your angels, your spirit guides right now are giving you the chance. You know you want to stop. You know you want to do this. You know you want to do that. Now, what's the next step? Because once you figure this out and you let this go, Your next steps are going to be the most beautiful spiritual experiences you could possibly have. Keep asking your angels, your spirit guides for help. Everyone in here, ask your angels, your spirit guides for help. Everybody. I can't frizzy because they're not on the same path as me, so everybody's on their own agenda. They're just trying to make money any way they can. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody. But I gotta say that my mission is bigger than that. It's bigger than fame and being known for being cool or a badass or whatever. My mission is on another thing. So everything I experienced in my life is for a reason, so that I can. It's not even about helping people. It's about helping myself really through the process, because honestly, you're really actually helping yourself. The most selfish thing you can do is use your it's kind of like I'm healing other people through healing myself, right? So if I keep talking about stuff, like, it will show people, like she talked about it. How many people that come get private readings from me were like addicted to something back in like a year ago, 2 years ago, and they come to me for their next stage, which is what I'm saying. Until you clean that body up, you clean your spirit up, you clean that all up, it's time to move forward with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to let one stage go so another stage can open up. That's how I'm seeing this right now. That's why I'm having all these dreams and doing all that, because the full moon is tonight. I'm releasing all that. Okay, the past is the past. Like, that's not who I am. Who I am today is a different person. When I'm standing in front of, when I have my vision of what I want to do, and I see myself standing in front of people and just sharing my story, like, I was here, it's, people do respect it more when you're kind of like, I went through this, that, but look at me today, right? I went through the struggles and here I am today. If somebody lived their whole life with a golden spoon in their mouth, and they come up and they try to tell you what to do, then you're looking at them like, bitch, you never even struggled. You don't know what the fuck a struggle is. You never struggle with relationships, with love, with anything. I struggle with all of it, right? But I got through it, is the point. I got through it all, and I'm here right now, today, speaking in front of you, telling you that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. If I got through it, you can get through it. Like, if I got through the shit I got through, bro, like, you're going to get through the shit that you're going through. I promise you that, and I promise you right now. Exactly, Zen. You see, Zen is a self-healer too. She did the same thing with the Xanax, right? So she had to get through that, and I'm going to tell you, that is the big way to know that you healed yourself. If you can heal yourself from addiction, bro, that's a huge, what? That's shamanistic right there. Like, what the fuck? So I got into a bad car accident last week, and I survived the injuries. All I can think about is your daily messages. I want to live so different. I spent the last 13 days in pain. King Kelly, we're praying for you. We're sending you love and prayers, and pray that you have a speedy recovery and that you heal quickly. And that's what I'm trying to say here. We're happy to know that you're okay. But you see, you got into a bad car accident that made you think of life differently, because this is when we don't have these awakenings on our own, the universe will come in and actually give us an awakening. Of course, Mira, we love you. Are you joking me? The first fucking time I ever saw your face, I was like, I feel like she was my sister in a past life or something, like my soul sister, like, I know I connect with you for a reason, right? We connect with each other for a reason. This is your chance right now. Your spirit is telling you it's time to make the change, man. It's time. Like, let this be the time, the day, the place, everything. Just let it all hang out, man. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I was this. Yeah, I did it all. Let it all hang out. Who cares what people think about you? Honestly, if I cared what people thought about me, my life would be shit right now. Because guess what? When I cared what everybody thought about me, and I wanted everybody to think I was cool and I'm beautiful, and look at me, I'm so pretty and I'm so skinny and I'm so this and I'm so that. When I was like that, I was miserable, okay? Because I was living to make everybody else happy. Like, I married an Albanian guy to try to satisfy my family. That didn't work out. Everything I did to satisfy other people, or to like put on a brave face, like, look at me, I'm brave, like, look what I'm doing, it fucked my whole life up. So when you start to come out and be yourself and say, you know what, yes, look, I struggle with this, I struggle with that, I'm this and I'm that. When you do all that, you actually reveal your true self, and then finally something happens, like a miracle comes along, and it just, and then the hero comes along, and that hero is you. You got to be your own hero. Yeah, we all been through some shit. Exactly, John. Like, we all struggle with something, man. Everybody struggles with something. If it's not drugs, it's something else. If it's not that, it's relationships. If it's not that, it's fucking family problems. If it's not that, it's other things. Like, it's always something. So don't act like nobody needs to act like they're perfect and they've never been through something in their life. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody sometimes, right? Everybody does. We all do. It's like we have to understand that we are all struggling in our own ways, right? But that's the point. Is like to let go of the pain. I'm so stuffy today because of whenever it rains, my body's like it feels great because I take all those vitamins and they're awesome, but my body feels very stuffy and weird. So we have to understand we're all struggling. Everybody's struggling with something, right? We're all going through something, So everything does happen for a reason, bro. I'm here. I'm here like I just feel so amazing today because I look back and I have no more guilt and shame. I used to be so ashamed of what I did. I used to be like, I can't believe I did that. That's so shameful. That's so bad. And now I have no guilt and no shame. And guess what? And I don't care what people think about me. And 1122 John, oh my God, I've been seeing that so much lately. I fucking love you for pointing that out because I didn't even see it. But we got this, you guys. Like, together, especially, that's another thing. We got each other here. Mira, you got us. Whether you know it or not, you can always text me. You can always hit me up and be like, Flo, I need somebody to talk to. And I will talk to you. I take my time to talk to people who want to talk and need to talk about something. If you look at my phone, my DMs, all that, there's no guys like, what's up, ma? It's always like, Flo, I need, I had this dream. What is that about? Or this, that. It's always something like that in my life. Okay? You got to understand, we're all going through it, man. We're all going through it. When it comes to giving advice to those that need the most, really proud of you, girl. Thank you, Frizzy. But guess what? It's because you know what it is, Frizzy? Whitney, everybody, John, everybody, you know what it is? Remember when we first started these lives and I was just like, I would like not tell you everything, you know what I mean? Because I was like, oh, what if they talk about me? What if they think I'm this? But today I tell everything and I'm like very open on my lives and I talk to you guys very, very openly, but we're always here together. It's always like the same people and then they come in and they come out and the ones that are not ready to heal fully, they leave. And then they, the people that are healing and they're healed, they stay, they stick with it. And we keep like, we keep healing together. And I wanted always us to find a community of people. This is what Angel Squad was about. I can't breathe laying down. When Angel Squad started, this is what I started it for. I was like, all right, bro, I'm going to fucking start this thing because I want people to have somebody to talk to because I was going to NA meetings and all that. Yeah, it was good. But at the same time, like, they kind of like, a lot of people in there talked about the same things over and over and they weren't healing. And it's like 12 years later, they're still in NA meetings. And I understood because that's what kept them clean. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not trying to be here forever. Like, I want to heal and I move on to the next step. You know what I mean? Thank you. I got to fix this. This one right here, I'm going to do this like all together because this shit was done when I was on Molly. I was Molly the fuck out when this shit was done. I was on fucking straight Molly, like, it's all the way back here. I was like, just do whatever to the guy. I was like in a house with like a tattoo artist. I remember that night too, because everybody there got this tattoo on their hand. There was like 6 girls, go with the flow. And they all got that tattooed on their hand and it said, go with the flow. And I remember getting in an argument with the 2 girls and they were like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. And I remember leaving their house and going, that's why you gotta go with the flow tattooed on you, bitch. Like, I ran out of there. I was like, that's why you gotta go with the flow tattooed on you. Fuck you. Ah. And I was like, you got my name tattooed on you. So it was funny. It was funny. But, things like that. Like, I don't regret anything. I have no guilt. I have no shame. I don't hate anybody from my past. I don't look at anyone like, oh, you did this to me or that. Everybody did what they did. They did what they did. They said what the fuck they said. Oh, well. Time to move on, right? Time to move on. I love you, Mira, so much, Mama. You're like my sister. Like, I love you, man. Like I say, when I come to Morocco, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna fucking love and cuddle you to death. I'm just gonna hold you tight. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let go of the past, man. Just little, yeah, Mira, the light came into your hand because it was trying to help you understand that you need to heal yourself in this lifetime so you can become a healer. Right? Archangel Raphael. You guys have seen the pictures of me with Archangel Raphael. And I'm going to show you, hold on, so you guys understand. When I was going through what I was going through, this is what happened to me. And I'll show you so you could see when I was gifted with the gift of healing, when I started to begin to heal myself. And this picture shows it clearly, perfectly. I'll show you right now. And people could say, oh, that's the camera. It's the reflection of the light. No, it's not. It's fucking not. It's actually, this is what happened right here. Here. Okay. Okay, you see that? Look at that serpent looking thing. Do you see that? Do you see that picture I just put up? That's me standing there. I was like, I'm taking a picture. Why do I feel like somebody's grabbing my hand? Look at that. It looks like a snake, right? Like the healing serpent. If you look at all the pictures of, if you look at the on the back of ambulances, what do you see? It's always a serpent with the staff. The healing staff and the serpent is going around it. So if you see right there, it looks like the serpent is touching my hand and it's going down to me. This is when I was going through what I was going through in my room for like 4 days. So I started taking pictures and, bougie as fuck. It looks bougie. You know, I actually wanted him to make it look like Tim Burton stuff. But do you see, hey, Ronnie, do you see that? Do you see the healing thing right there? Just go with flow, bitch. Hey, yo, that's why I forgot. You guys are laughing because I just told that story. But you guys see that, right? You see the serpent right there in that picture, you know? And, like, it's just crazy because that's not the only one. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Just so you see that I'm trying to tell you, when I was going through what I was going through, the healer, Archangel Raphael, came into my room and was showing me this. Like, look at that. Do you see that? Do you see the light? It's all green on the sun right there, and it's how it's all, like, engulfing my room. And still, right there on the left side, there's that light right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, and you could say, oh, it's the light reflecting, but look at that green light on the left there. Like, no, it wasn't that. Like, I'll show you, because it was coming in from my cat. It looked like wings on my cat. Hold on, I'll show you. Another one, hold on. Because I want you guys to understand, when I was going through this is when I was being healed myself, and they were sending me the healing vibrations through my room. Like, it was like I was going through the shit. Like, I wanted to die those fucking 5 days. I remember standing in my room. I was like, I want to fucking die. I hate myself. I hate my life. Anyway, the point is, like, you see, the point is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, you have to understand. Like, that's life, man. Like, you will get signs and synchronicities and all that. Like, everybody needs to know that when you're going through it, your angels are there for you the most. They're trying to wake you up to something. You're not going through it for no reason, right? So every struggle, every painful thing we go through is taking us to the next level. I promise you that right now. Like, I'm telling you, because I find it funny that my daughter was sick and then she wasn't feeling good from COVID. And that night I sat there healing her, and I was just putting my intention. And the next morning she woke up and she's like, I feel great and I don't feel sick anymore. And like, my mom has been sick, and I remember healing her and she started throwing up. She was like, what the fuck? I feel better. Like, she was shaking. Like, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with her? I got on top of her and I put my hands over her head and I started like healing her. Literally, she threw up and she's like, take the blankets off me. I feel better. What the fuck? I was like, I healed you. She was like, damn, that shit worked. She was like, what the fuck did you do? I was like, I just said, like, heal. You know what I'm saying? I just kept saying, heal. Whatever it is, please go away. Whatever it is, please leave her. And it did. And the same thing with my daughter. And I've done it with other people, okay? It's because when you're going through the struggles, it's like the people who struggle the most, those are going to be the most powerful healers, the most powerful, people when it comes to healing and all that stuff. I know, Zen, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, man. You know, sometimes you can't heal everybody from everything, and you have to be prepared for that. As a healer, you can't always heal everybody from everything. That's why I tell you, Mira, right now, you're being called. You're being called. Remember when I told you your eyes, like, I feel like there's something inside of you that's, like, it's wanting to come out, your gifts, but you're denying them because you're dulling it. I numb the pain. People who are healers and psychics and gifted, what do? Anything not to go near that. Oh my God, like, I don't want to, it's too much, I can't. And so we dull it, we numb the pain, we drink, we have sex with random people, we go in relationships, we distract ourselves from the spiritual enlightenment. We're just too, like, it's too much for us, right? And so we distract ourselves in any way we can. Once you stop distracting yourself and just pay attention to it, yes, Mira, do that every single day. Once you stop distracting yourself and you stop telling yourself you're afraid of it so you won't go near a mirror, you're powerful from a past lifetime. So now your spirit is waking up to the truth, and you're going to wake up to the truth. It's going to happen for you very shortly. Don't worry about it. You're going to get a spiritual awakening like a motherfucker, because that's what happened to me. And if you don't take the steps to have that spiritual awakening yourself, then it will happen in a way that's not the funnest. So I would suggest find your own spiritual awakening. Don't let the tower moment come in and just get in your face and be like, nah, bitch, wake up. You know what I'm saying? We all go through that. When we are not discovering our true gifts and our true selves, and we're denying our true gifts, we go through a spiritual awakening. That's just the way it's going to go. So whether you like it or not, some people never go through it because they weren't meant to in this lifetime. But if you were meant to, it's for a reason, because somebody wants you to wake up to your gifts. German, the silent laugh. German. Hood hippie said, I need a fucking patch for my third eye. Oh. I am saving this live, my love. I am. So Mira, my hand, I have the sublime line. Yeah, I know. The psychic line. The psychic cross, right? The big psychic cross. And it's funny because that thing I had here, the I don't know if you can see it. There's also, I always say, if you have the right here, if you have the triangle, that means that if you have this X right here, you see my big X right there, you can see it right in the middle of my palm right there. It's an X, boom, boom, right? If you have that big X right there, you see it right there. You have that big X, but then right here, there's a triangle that's closed right over here under your index finger. If you have a triangle that's closed, mine is opening up. The triangle is opening up, right? So I'm opening up my psychic abilities, my gifts. I'm not afraid of them anymore. So now that line opened up on the bottom. It opens up through the times, right? So you're psychically in tune, you're aware, and so you're gifted, and so you have to go towards your gifts. And if you don't, you're letting the spiritual blocks happen for you. So there's things and energies that try to block you from your spiritual gifts and your awakenings and stuff. But I opened that triangle. That triangle was closed before, and it's opening now. There's no line on the bottom. There's two things, but there's no line on the bottom, okay? So, okay, I want everybody to please for a second close your eyes. Let's pray for Mira to get some healing. Because I'm going to go right now and I'm going to, do some self-healing with my nails and my hair and everything. So let's pray for Mira together. Everybody, please, for a second, close your eyes. Give me 1 second. I have a board. I have a board on that. Okay. Let's pray for Mira to have some healing. Close our eyes really quick as a team. Let's send her some healing vibrations. Mira, close your eyes. Archangel Raphael, Master Healers, Ascended Masters of Healers, light and love, can you please send love, light, and healing to Mira and help her get through this time and release all of those. Did you guys hear any of that prayer at all? I've been praying this whole time. So my right ear, look at my right ear, look at my right ear. So I'm asking, so please help Mira release any feelings, any addictions, I want her to be free so that she can have the love and the light, asking the archangels, spirit guides, and everyone who's struggling with anything that they need to let go. Jordan, ask the question and your dreams will give you the answer usually. I'm connecting with her guides. I'm asking the angels. I'm asking Archangel and the Master Healers to step in and send healing energy vibrations to Mira and anyone else struggling with pain, addictions, anything binds, any ties that bind them, any cords, to release any energetic cords, to let it go and to release it fully. Mira, I'm sending you full love and full light, okay? I was praying this whole time, so either way, the prayer was going right to her. Let it go. Clear that energy and ground your energy. Be out in nature as much as you can. Release anything that's no longer serving you, that has cords tied to you. Release those cords. Get your power back by giving back everybody else their power. Every time your power has been taken away in the past, every time your power has been taken away in the past, ask for all that power to come back and give them all their power back. Release, let go, tell yourself exactly Zen. You got it. The mind is a powerful place, you guys. We live in a powerful place in our minds. And when we can be free in here, we'll be free from everything else. Let go, release, break the cords, let it go. Whatever and whoever is energetically bound and tied to you, you have to imagine archangels coming down with their mighty sword and they're cutting those cords off. Cutting them off. Meditation with that is great. Cut those cords. I'm cutting those cords. I'm releasing right now. This is what we're doing right now. The full moon is on tonight. Matter of fact, we're going to have a meditation later on tonight. If you guys want to join, I want to do it late around like 10 o'clock. So if you guys are willing to join, I'm going to go outside, light the fire, and sit under the full moon. So if you guys want to join for that, I'll be doing that outside with the fire lit under the full moon with my crystals. So if you guys want to do that, join me tonight, okay? I'm going to post before I put it out. Post like 2 hours before. So just set your time. Okay, good. I'll see you guys later. All right, Mira, we're sending you healing vibrations. And tonight when the full moon is out, we're going to sit under the full moon. We're going to get our energy back. We're going to take our power back. We're going to ask the full moon to release anything. Just take it from us. Whatever doesn't serve us, it's gone. It's gone. Bye-bye. It's gone. And yeah, there will still be things that will come up for review, and that's okay. Look at it, see it, and just move on. So I think tonight around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I think that will be a nice time. I'll sit outside. I'm going to light the fire, put the lights on outside. The full moon will be right on top of me, right above me, and we could sit down and we could do a nice full moon release meditation so we can move forward together as a group, okay? So love and light to you guys. I will see you guys later. Mira, I love you. I prayed for you a lot while the phone was off. I had my eyes closed. When I pray, I get into it. I don't even look. And I looked up and the phone was off. So I prayed a lot for you. I sent a lot of healing vibrations to you. Don't be surprised if you have a dream or something snaps today, because a lot of people, after they fuck with me in a reading, they be like, one of these days I had a dream and I don't know. And I'm like, yo, I told you, you're going to have an awakening. Like, let it happen. Don't go against it, okay? Love and light to you guys. You know, don't thank me, guys. I love you. Don't thank me. Thank your spirit guides. Okay. Always say thank you, spirit guides, for sending me flow. That's it. Don't thank me personally, because I get all awkward and weird, because I know it's a lot to do with them. They are helping us. They are guiding us. They're with us all the time, and I don't want to take credit for none of it. I don't live like that. Okay. I don't take credit for none of it, but I take credit for the fact that I get up and I do it, even when I'm tired. I do it. Okay. So love and light to you guys. I will see you guys later. I'll post the like a little flyer thingy saying we're going to do the meditation. So please join. If you're in here right now, join us for the full moon meditation. Mira, if you can, I don't know because of the time schedule, but please try, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you guys later, okay? Love and light to you. We love you. Bye, Mira. Bye, guys. Say bye to each other. So I don't want to cut it off until you guys all get a chance to say bye to each other. Bye, Takia. Bye, Brookie. Brookie. Bye, Pretty. Bye, Zen. I love you. Bye, Hood Hippie. German, love you. I'll see you guys later. Bye, Chrissy. Love you. Frizzy, bye. I'll see you guys later. Nick, bye. There you go. Bye, Virgo Queen. Bye, Marley. Smoking Barbie. I like that. Oh, I like that. Marley Smoking Barbie. That's creative. Sari, bye. All right, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys later, okay? Yeah, I hope those prayers come right to you guys, and I hope everybody gets the full energy of the releasing full moon today. I'm going to go. I'll see you guys later. My hair will be done. My nails will be done. I'll be looking like a different person. I'm going to wax my eyebrows and all that good shit. I love you guys. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.